everyone. Good morning, everyone. I'm so glad to be here with you. So, good morning. So, if you have question, go ahead and ask in the chat. Today's topic. Are you thinking about what you don't want? That's that question. I don't think that even someone is thinking about asking himself this question because what are you saying? Like, I don't know what you say anymore, right? So let me explain. A lot of the time, we experience a lot of what we don't want in our reality, right? But of course, we want to experience things that we do want in our reality, right? So if you are the source, right? Because I said it and I'm going to say it again, the universe is just one big copying machine, right? Copying your vibration and what if you think about something all the time, it actually becomes a belief, right? And when it becomes a belief, so the universe has no choice but to show you a reflection of your beliefs, right? So a lot of the time, it's really subtle. Most of the day, we think about what we don't want to happen, right? Oh, I don't want to get sick. Oh, I don't want this person to treat me, that way. Oh, I don't want, I don't want. And actually, we are sabotaging ourselves. Why? Because, what you focus on expands. So if you are focusing on what you don't want to happen, what do you think will happen? Exactly what you don't want, right? And we experience it all the time. And the worst thing is that when things actually don't work out as we imagine and as we telling ourselves, we receive more proof, right? And then I told you that it's not going to work out. I told you that I was scared. That's what's going to happen, right? I really, it's like, I really notice it when like I admit it, I watch like soap opera, only one soap opera. I don't really, watch television, but there's like really one soap opera that I'm really addicted to. It's in The Bold and the Beautiful. And it's really interesting because I notice that they're like, it's like drama, right? Everything is drama. Oh, I'm scared it's going to happen or whatever. And then something happens and then, oh my God, I told you this is what I was scared of and this is what happened. And I notice it, of course, because you give so much attention to what you don't want and you give so much attention to your fears. So, of course, they're going to manifest, right? Because it's like fuel. And, even in my own life, I still catch myself from time to time. Like, if you experience like a negative situation, like recently, I wasn't like feeling well for few weeks, like few months even. I had a really bad cold and there were a lot of side effects. And I noticed that I used to talk about it. I used to search online about it. And I used to, oh my God, why does it happen to me? And then I catch myself, okay, Limon, no. You Now you are focusing on the thing that you don't want to experience, right? Because if you continue to think about what you don't want to experience, you will experience more of this thing. This is just how it works. I know it's not what we want to hear, right? So when I caught myself and okay, Limor, in this situation, start to find things that you are grateful for. Like for me, to the really the fastest thing that will help me to shift my focus is to be grateful, right? Because usually when you're grateful for something, you're focusing on what you have right now. And it doesn't matter how much, experience a lot of shit in your life, right? And then things will start to shift, right? So, so we're running around all day thinking about what we don't want to experience. Oh, I don't want it to happen. I don't want it to happen. I don't want it to happen. But for your subconscious mind, it knows only the word yes. This is science, it's not me. It knows only the word yes. So if you like, oh, I don't want to get sick, I don't want to get sick, what your subconscious mind is hearing is sick. So instead, you can flip it around. Oh, I want to stay healthy, right? I want to be healthy. I want to stay healthy. So he hears the word healthy, right? So, and we do it unconsciously. And first and for all, don't blame yourself, because we were born into the society that we were trained and we were brainwashed by society and by our families and friends and everyone, even the media, to focus on things that we don't want to happen, right? Oh, like the media, oh, this is going to happen, or this, like, this is the worst case scenario, or be aware, oh my God, and they like you like living in fear, right? You live in fear, and then you are on a like fly or flight, right, mindset, and your vibration is like all over the place, right? Yes, so hi everyone, ask question. Yes, someone is saying we have to get out of our own heads. Right, but it's not really easy, because this is how we were programmed, and this is not our fault. This is not even our fault, right? So, because this is what we trained by society, and most likely, most of our parents, we are trained to look for the worst. We were trained to search for the worst case scenario. What can go wrong, right? If it can go, there's a saying, if it can go wrong, it probably will, right? What about if it can go our way, right? Or if it can go right, it probably will. But it's all about practice, right? It doesn't matter that you were trained and programmed, right? But now you have the ability to change it, right? So it's all about expanding your awareness. So you can start by, this is my challenge for you, like for today, just start to notice your thought. And every time you notice that you think about something that you don't want to happen, just catch yourself, right? Be aware and flip it around. Oh, you know what? I think it will going to happen, and you don't even have to believe it, right? You just have to brainwash yourself, like you were brainwashed to think the opposite, right? You were brainwashed to think about what you don't want to experience. So now you have the ability to rebrain yourself, brainwash yourself with what you do want to experience. And you know what? It works like magic, right? So if you're having a hard time to catch yourself, and it's all about practicing. So even right now, just think about right now, like maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes ago, an hour ago, what were you thinking about? Yeah, and you know what? It catches us, especially in the morning. We get up, and automatically our brains start to, okay, I don't want this to happen. This has happened yesterday. Yeah, you create your own reality. I don't want this to happen, right? And you're not really conscious. It's like an automatic program, right? So now just think about what you were thinking in the morning, like 2 hours ago, and tell yourself, you know what? No, I'm going to flip it around, and then tell yourself, you know what? I know this is what's going to happen. So like if you thought about what you didn't want to experience, just flip it around and think about the opposite, right? But don't use like the same word. Like if you wrote, I don't want to get sick, or I want to stay healthy. I don't want to, I don't know, to receive negative feedback from something or someone. Oh, I want to receive like a positive feedback. And there are two methods that really will help you to shift your mindset like instantly. And for me, it's about being grateful. Because being grateful is a technique. Because think about it, when you are grateful or say thank you, you already receive it and you already have it, right? And your focus is most likely, it's about the things that you do want to experience. Oh my God, someone just were being nice to me, or someone, like I experienced this act of service from someone, or I received something that I wanted, I received some kind of refund, I received like more money, or right, and etc. etc. So you feel like grateful and joyful. So because the universe doesn't work that in the way that we were programmed to think, that I will see it and then I will feel good about myself, it's the other way around. You need to feel good first, and then the universe will going to reflect that mindset to you, right? So if I'm like catching myself, oh my God, I'm thinking like negative. Okay, Limor, what can be grateful for something in that situation, right? You can be, and if you really want to, you can find something to be grateful for. So this is one of the ways that it's easy for me to change my mindset, is from what I don't want to what I'm grateful for, right? And the other way is to expect things to work out for you, because if you notice, we expect the worst. Let's be honest, all right? We expect the worst case scenario. We expect that things are not going to go our way, because maybe up until now or up until today, this is what we experienced so far. So our brain is actually, our brain has the ability to really remember those failures, what we so-called failure, what is not really a failure, right? So, and then we have like a proof. Oh my God, Limo, this is what happened up until now. What do you think is going to change? But you know what? Change really, it sounds cliche, but you are the source. If you want to change the reality, we need to look inwards, and we need to change things like inside of us, right? Our mindset, the way we think, our self-talk, the way that we were programmed, even just people that around us, and like, oh my God, it's not going to happen, or whatever, those like negative Nancy's, right? No offense if your name is Nancy, right? But we were like, we get this like everywhere. So you really have to be really strong. You have to have like a strong mindset for you to oppose, and for you like to go against the current, right? Because it's really rare that you are surrounded by people that really think positive and think like, like for me, like my default state is like smiling. I smile, and it's not because like, I experience like a lot of like, bad stuff, you can call it, when I was like a teenager, and I like ran away from home, and I experienced abuse and stuff. So just because I experienced all those things, when I started to shift my mindset and to be more positive, so that became my default state, to smile. And so I get it all the time. Like people, even like if you're like, I'm going into like a parking lot or someone, so like I got it like last week. So the security guard is like, oh my God, you're the first person that actually smiles, and especially in the morning. And it's like, it's so rare. So if you are smiling, or if you are like feeling positive about your life, and even though your mind will keep telling you, oh my God, what are you smiling about? You don't have any reason to be smiling or joyful, and to be grateful. You don't have any reason to do it. This is what your mind will tell you, right? But no, this is where you need to use your willpower and to do it anyways, because remind yourself that if you're not going to do it, nothing will actually change. Nothing will actually change until we change our mindset. So you have, so to speak, to force yourself to override those negative thoughts, and at the beginning, even to argue with your mind. You know what? Thank you for the feedback, but I don't believe it. Thank you. And I think this is going to happen. I think this is how I want it to happen. You need like to argue with your mind right at the beginning, because your mind will resist you. because your mind just searching for what comfortable and what familiar. So if you are programmed up until now to think about the negative stuff or what you don't want to experience, your mind doesn't want change. Everyone, feel free to ask question in the comment. Yeah, gratitude is really important. Gratitude is really important, right? Because, and it's really a technique. I talked about it. It's not about being nice or being grateful or no. Like actually, it's being grateful helps you to change your vibration, like literally, right? Because think about it. Right now, you think about something that you are grateful for. You feel all those emotions, right? You're not worrying that much, right? You feel like, oh my God, I'm so grateful I have it, because whatever you have right now, I guarantee there are people that want to have what you have right now. Even though you think it's not a lot, or even though, like, think about it. Okay, so if you want things to change, it's all about changing the mindset. Changing the mindset is all about changing your thoughts, because actually what we experience is just a feedback of our beliefs. So what is a belief? Is a thought that you think about over and over and over and over again until it becomes a belief, right? And the really, the scary part is when it becomes a belief, you will start to see the evidence in your reality. You will start to see the evidence in your reality, right? And then you're like, oh my God, there you go. Oh man, this is what I expected. I knew it would happen. I knew it. I just knew it, right? But you don't know actually that you are the cause. So I'm not saying you don't have like 100% control over your reality, but you can like control 70, 80% just by your changing your mindset. And you can tell me, you know what, Limor? I tried this thing, I tried it, right? I tried to be positive and stuff, but it just didn't work. It just didn't work out for me. And you know what? So in the universe, there's like a time delay. Like if you start to change your mindset and to think positive, it will take what so-called time for you to see your reality changes. But I guarantee if you start just this little practice every day, like today, this is your challenge for today. Oh, what were I thinking? I was thinking about what I didn't want to experience, and then flip it around. And at the end of the day, if you just think about your day, you will, I guarantee you, like, oh my God, so many times I was thinking about what I didn't want to experience. And most of the people don't even have that awareness. They're like on the go, 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 right? They're on the go, and they don't even like notice it, right? So if you just start to notice it, you have like a big advantage, right? Like over like 90% of the people, right, in the world. So just start to notice and start to shift it, and you will start to notice few things. Just 1 second. Okay, so you will start to notice few things. You will start to feel better. You will start to feel better, right? You will start to feel more calm and less anxious. And you know what? Yes, it can take like weeks or months until you start to see the result in your reality. But I'm telling you, if you do it like on a consistent basis, like even few minutes a day, just tell yourself, you know what, right now I'm sitting right now and I'm thinking about, how was my mindset today? What I was thinking about what I don't want to experience. And if you're going to do it like every day, I like guarantee in the next few even week or 2 weeks, you will start to notice the things are going to change. Even if like people will treat you differently, or you will attract some kind of small opportunities, and things that used to bother you won't bother you anymore. Like not it won't be so intense. So when you start to do it, I'm telling you, your whole life will change. And I think they talk about it in the book The Secret, right? That this is like a disease, the I don't want. It's like a disease because all of us, think about what I don't want, what I don't want. And we don't know that by thinking about what we don't want, we actually attract those experiences into our reality, because what we see is just a result of our mindset. Even like quantum physics, and even I studied Kabbalah, a younger age. It's the same thing. It's like 90% of your reality, you don't even see it, right? It's in the spiritual realm, and what you see is just a result of something, right? And I'm sure you can recall times when you were like, oh my God, I was just thinking about it and it's just happened. Like someone was calling you when you were thinking about someone, or you just talk about, you were just, it happened to me. I was thinking about, oh my God, I'm like so hungry right now. And then someone like came along and offered me, oh, do you want a sandwich or whatever, like a neighbor or a coworker at the time. And I'm like, oh my God. So this is how quickly you can manifest. And so your beliefs, actually, they manifest your reality, whether we want to, or not. So what you are going to put into your head, that's in a long period of time, that's what you're going to experience. But just, I want to comment something. If you are thinking negative from time to time, or you catch yourself and for for even 1 or 2 days you were thinking about negative stuff, nothing will happen. That's okay. We are only like human. So that's okay. That's okay. Be gentle with yourself, right? Be gentle with yourself and just accept it. And it's not going to affect your reality if you are going to catch yourself and you're going to flip it around, right? So this is what I have for you today. So if you have some kind of question related to this topic, go ahead and ask. And if you are watching the replay, you can ask question in the comment section. And I was doing those daily lives, so let me know if you like them, because I didn't plan to go live like daily, but now I started to do it for this week. So we see how it goes. So the message I have for you today, and the mission I have for you today, just notice and be aware. Where do you think about things that you don't want to experience, and flip it around, right? So if you are thinking about, oh, I don't want this to happen, oh, what do I want to happen? And even like do like a short visualization in your mind, like, oh yeah, I want this to happen, right? So hi everyone, thank you everyone, thank you. So today's topic was about are you thinking about what you don't want? So my mission, as I said, my mission for you today, just be aware. Where do you think about the things that you don't want to experience, and flip it around? So, okay, guys, so thank you for watching. Thank you for engaging in the chat. Yes, no, I'm not crying. Okay, so thank you for engaging in the chat, and thank you so much. And I'm going to see you in the next live. Sending so much love, and have a beautiful day, and think about what you want to experience today. Bye bye.